Welcome to the Great Adventurers of Old Time Radio. From Boise, Idaho, this is your host, Adam Graham. In a moment, we're going to bring you this week's episode of Tarzan. But first, I do want to encourage you, if you are enjoying the podcast, to please follow us using your favorite podcast software. And I want to encourage you to check out our other podcast, and today I'm highlighting the Great Detectives of Old Time Radio. It's probably the most famous one that I do, and there are thousands of episodes online for your listening pleasure. We currently play 5 detective shows each week, including Danger with Granger, The Big Story, Broadway's My Beat, Dragnet, and yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Check it out over at greatdetectives.net. But now, from May 21st, 23rd, and 25th, 1954, here is The Riverboat of Danger. The Gregory expedition begins, and the ape-man returns.
Tarzan and the Diamond of Asher. In the French-African port of Loango, Tarzan and Darno meet the father and sister of the lost archaeologist Brian Gregory, for whom Tarzan is mistaken by Atan Tom and his mysterious woman companion, Magra. Tarzan takes charge of the Gregory expedition, organized to search for young Brian Gregory. Tom, believing Tarzan to have in his possession a map showing the location of the forbidden city of Asher, manages to bribe Wolf, one of the Gregory guides and hunters, who, with the help of Magra, is ordered by Tom to secure the map and deliver it to him. As the scene opens, we find the Gregory party aboard the little river steamer, which will carry them up the Congo to Bonga, where the trek into the jungle is to begin.
Well, Darno, I'm sorry you're not going with us. I'll miss you.
Why, I thought Lieutenant Darno was going. He told me this morning he had arranged his plans so he could go.
Yes, vous voyez, Tarzan. While Mademoiselle Gregory and I were shopping this morning, I cabled Paris for 3 months' leave, and so I am going with you.
Well, Lieutenant, that's a pleasant surprise. Daughter and I will be mighty glad to have you.
But the lights, the music, the boulevards of Paris, Darno. Yesterday, you were almost in a hurry to leave Africa.
That, mon cher ami, was yesterday. And besides, when I leave for France, it may be a very long time before I see you again. If you do not object, I shall go with you.
I am glad, Darno. Miss Gregory is a very charming young lady, isn't she?
Oui, ma vieille blonde. Elle est magnifique.
Our equipment and supplies been loaded.
All right, Larson. Where's Wolf?
He's up forward. He just came aboard.
Then as our traps were the last to be loaded, I suppose we'll be leaving soon.
Now they are going to cast off now, Monsieur Gregory.
Well, Mr. Tarzan, thanks to Larson, everything is in good order. I would have been aboard sooner, but I had some personal business to take care of.
Wolf?
Any orders?
No, not now. We'll have enough to do when we're on safari.
Well, I'll be in my cabin if you want. Larson and I are bunking together. Mr. Tarzan.
I don't like that man, Dad.
Wolf, what's the matter with him?
Something about his eyes, I guess. They're too Too curious. They seem to be probing, searching for something all the time. Did you notice how he emphasized Tarzan's name twice?
Up to your old tricks, eh, daughter? Letting your imagination get the better of you? Wolf's all right. He wouldn't be here if he wasn't. How about it, Tarzan?
He's all right.
Oh, well, maybe I'm wrong. Only he spoke your name as though he doubted its authenticity.
I didn't notice. I've never seen him before, and he doesn't know me.
Forget it, Helen. The man's bound to be all right, or Mitchell would not have hired him. When do we get to Bunga, Tarzan?
Tomorrow before noon. If, as Mitchell said, his arrangements have been completed and the bearers are waiting, we'll camp in the jungle tomorrow night.
We do not spend the night in Bonga then, eh?
No reason for it. We want to get underway as soon as possible. That's your idea, isn't it, Gregory?
Yes, I want to get started on the search for Brian as quickly as I can.
Well, you men can sit up and talk as long as you like, but I'm turning in. It's late, and I'm very tired.
Good idea, daughter. I think I'll follow your example.
Good night, Tarzan.
Good night, Gregory.
Lieutenant Darno.
Good night.
Pardon, Miss Gregory. Will you step into my cabin one moment, please?
Why?
Please come in only for a moment. I wish to speak with you about your expedition.
Our expedition? Why, yes, I'll come. What about the expedition?
You are going into the Belgian Congo, are you not? To the region of Tuenbaka?
You know of Tuenbaka, the mountain of sunrise?
A year ago, I traveled in that region on safari. I was unable to finish my mission there, and I'm returning now.
Oh, not alone?
Yes. But when I learned from Mr. Mitchell that you are going to the same region, I thought it would be so much better to travel with a large party and in the company of another woman.
Oh, of course. It must be rather trying for a woman to undertake such a trip alone. I understand. You'd like to join our party.
If I could. Oh, I'm so happy that you do understand. And I'm sure I will cause you no inconvenience. I am accustomed to travel in the jungle. You see, I had intended to organize my own little safari in Bonga, but now...
Oh, there's no need for that now. I'll speak to Father and Tarzan. I'm sure it can be arranged.
Tarzan?
He's taking charge of our expedition. But your name, I'm afraid I didn't catch it.
My name is Magra.
Magra? Magra? Why, Tarzan mentioned that name at dinner last night.
Yes?
He asked if my brother had ever mentioned yours in any of his letters to us.
And did he?
No, but I gathered that Tarzan seemed to think you knew him. Oh, tell me, Miss Margaret, did you know Brian?
Yes, I did. He disappeared from the expedition of which we were both members, and he has never been heard of since. That was a year ago, no?
Exactly. And that's just why we're going into the Belgian Congo now, to look for him.
So, you are going to search for Brian Gregory?
Yes, and since you knew him, it would be awfully nice having a friend of his with us. I'll go now and speak to Tarzan, and I'll see you in the morning. Good night.
Good night, Miss Gregory. Who is it?
Open the door.
He said that he would have a woman aboard from whom I should take orders. Well, there's only 2 women here. You must be the one that he meant.
And did the Atan tell you to come to me?
He said that you would make yourself known by the word Akish. But that is not necessary now. I know that you are the one. So, what about the map? Huh?
I do not know where it is.
But I do. And I've seen it.
You have seen it?
Yeah, just a glimpse when I went to the hotel this afternoon to get some information from this so-called Tarzan. He was looking at it with the girl and her father.
Then Tarzan has it?
Nein, the girl. He gave it back to her. Now listen, our job is to get that map. I'll play along with you and help all I can. If you can get it, sing out. Then leave it to Wolf. I think maybe I can handle this job better than you.
You will leave that to my judgment. Remember, you are taking orders from me.
All right. Have it your way. Work on the girl. She's got the map. And if you fail, then my way, huh? Now I'm going. When you want me, give me a sign.
When I want your help, I will let you know.
Kind of a little spitfire, huh? Well, I like 'em that way. You're a fine little trick. And I see that we're going to get on well together. After you know old Herman Wolf, huh? Good night.
Hello, Dutchie. Where you been all evening?
Oh, just looking around, sweet. Getting acquainted with our father.
What been the matter with you? You act nervous, walking up and down. Go to bed like me.
I don't like the smell of things, Larson. This trek we are on, too much secrecy. And this fella Tarzan, he gets the job I am hired for. Why?
He been a fine fella.
Yeah, maybe. But that don't make him a good jungle man. No, sweet, I don't like the setup. I want to know more about where we are going. And why?
We know where and why. We go to the Upper Congo to look for Mr. Gregory's boy.
To look for Gregory's boy? Das is good.
Yeah, sure.
Well, suppose, Larson, that Gregory's boy is on this boat. Huh?
On this boat? I don't understand.
What's that boat over your head?
Yeah.
Now, suppose young Gregory is here. Suppose he has a treasure map. Suppose I know where that map is.
Yeah, sure. Suppose all that. What next do I suppose?
Suppose you and I had that map. Yeah. Just between us. Huh? Now listen. That paper is important for these people to outfit a big safari. And to keep their real purpose undercover.
Yeah, sure, Dutchie. What do you think been their real idea in going up into the Congo?
Oh, mein Gott, you blockhead. Shall I draw a picture of it? It must be treasure. Thousands of pounds. Oh, maybe hundreds of thousands. And hours for the taking. What do you say?
A treasure hunt, huh? And they ain't been going to look for the old man's boy? That been interesting, Wolf.
Yeah, and here's something else interesting. Tarzan is old man Gregory's son.
On the stern of the little river steamer, Tarzan and Darno are listening to Helen Gregory's report of her conversation with Magra.
Well, she claims to have been on safari before and accustomed to jungle travel.
And so this young lady now wants to join our party. Why, mademoiselle?
Oh, a logical reason, I believe, Lieutenant. She must realize that she'll be safer with a large party.
Perhaps. Did she say definitely where she is going?
Well, she mentioned to Mbaka. But what interests me most is the fact that she knew Brian.
Oh, she knows your brother?
Yes, and under those circumstances, why not take her with us?
I think maybe we should.
But Tarzan, Magra with us, the woman who...
Yes, Darno. I think it's a good idea to have her with us. She'll be company for Miss Helen.
Thank you, Tarzan. The fact that you also know her, or at least have met her, as you said last night, makes it more like a family party. And she's very beautiful, Lieutenant.
So I have heard, mademoiselle.
Well, good night. I'll see you all at breakfast.
Good night, Miss Gregory.
So your friend Magra is aboard. Significant, is it not? And yet you agree to allow an enemy to join our ranks?
I'm not so sure she is my enemy. She tried to help me last night.
After enticing you into the trap.
That's true, but... Oh, I'd rather have her here with us where I can watch her. And I'm going to bed. Are you coming?
I shall finish my cigarette and follow you. Bonne nuit, Tarzan.
Good night.
L'ennemi dans notre campement. The enemy in our camp.
Lieutenant Darno.
Pardon. Oh, Larson, not in bed yet?
No, I got something in my mind.
Alors, what is it?
C'est at home, Wolf.
Ah, vous parlez français, hein?
Yeah, just a little.
Oh, what about, Wolf?
Is there somebody in our party that has a map, a valuable map?
A map? Where did you get that? Who told you anything about a map?
That fellow Wolf. He knows all about it.
Nom d'un chien. Bien, come to the point.
Well, just a little while ago, he come into our cabin and he tell me Tarzan ain't Tarzan. Wolf says that he been old man Gregory's son, the fella we been looking for, and he tells me about the treasure map Tarzan has.
Quiet. What was that?
By him and he, there been a piece of wood, and look, there been a piece of paper tied on it.
It is the following morning. The boat is docked at Bonga. Larson, the Swede hunter, is actively in charge of the unloading of the supplies and equipment.
Away there! Hey, you black pirates, be careful of that box.
Ashore, Tarzan is directing the natives.
man work like ticky-ticky. Shoot!
On the fringe of this scene of mad excitement, Helen Gregory stands with her father and Lieutenant Darno.
Look, Lieutenant, it's just like a three-ring circus.
Tarzan certainly understands how to handle natives.
Mais oui. The jungle and the natives are like an open book to Tarzan. But if you, Monsieur Gregory, had not made previous arrangements through Monsieur Mitchell, we might have been tied up here for weeks.
Wolf, the hunter, and Magra stand together behind a shed at the end of the dock.
You will ruin everything with your idea of course, Wolf. We can only get enough through diplomacy.
Diplomacy? Ach, bah. Just leave it to me, Magra. There's only one way, and that is force.
The landing of supplies is finished. Tarzan has assigned the last of the bales and boxes to the waiting bearers, and the head of the safari is just leaving the little river town of Bonga to plunge into the jungle.
Well, Tarzan, we've been making a good beginning, and we are off into the blue.
Yes, Larson, but we camp early tonight. These people aren't used to jungle travel.
A good idea. And I know just the place for the first camp.
All right. Go ahead, then, and from now on, you'll take charge of camp bearers and leaders.
Yeah, sure. We have everything ready in the jiffy.
If Larson is to take the lead, Tarzan, might be a good idea for me to bring up the rear. To keep an eye out for lost equipment or native stragglers, huh?
Yes, Wolf, and you might as well keep that position. Now, Darno, that we're underway, let's catch up with the others.
Passez vite, mon vieux. I have a little surprise for you.
What is it?
On the boat last night, when you and the others had gone to bed, Larson came to me with a story about Wolf. He is suspicious of the German.
How so?
Wolf told Larson all about the map of Asher.
The map again, huh?
And while Larson was talking, someone threw a note at my feet.
Threw a note at your feet?
Yes, tied around a block of wood.
What did it say?
I have it here in my pocket. I shall show it to you. Tonnerre!
Well?
It is gone.
Are you sure you put it in your pocket?
Positive, in this one.
Well, what did it say?
Just 2 words. Watch.
What? Who threw the note?
I have been thinking about it. There is only one person who might wish to warn us in that particular manner, and you know who it is as well as I.
Magra.
Vraiment. And it most certainly corroborates Larson's story.
But why would Magra send the warning that way when she could have told either of us in the morning?
I do not know, unless she is afraid of Wolf.
In that case, Darno, we'll do as the note says. Watch Wolf. Now let's catch the others.
Yeah, but you are nervous, mon ami. Is it because of what I have just told you?
Oh, no, it's these clothes. They're tight and uncomfortable. I can't move freely in them.
But civilization demands that you keep them on, at least until the others have become accustomed to your jungle habits.
Civilization. That's why I'm in the jungle again, to get away from your civilization, which breeds such men as Tome, Wolf, and Laltas.
Oui, je comprends, Tarzan. But look, Mademoiselle Helene seems to be awaiting us beside the trail there. Why are you lagging behind the others, Mademoiselle?
Purposely, Lieutenant Darno. I wanted to speak to you and Tarzan.
What is it, Miss Gregory?
Well, it's about Dad. One of the chief reasons for my being here is to look after him. This is all bound to be new to him, you know, and perhaps difficult.
I understand. And for that reason, we're traveling only a short distance today.
In fact, we shall soon arrive at our first camp, Mademoiselle, which Larson is already preparing.
A riverboat which has just left Loango, Tome and Lal Task are seated together in its stern discussing their plans for following Tarzan and the Gregory expedition.
Is it not possible that we will arrive in Bonga before Brian Gregory's expedition has entered the jungle, Atan?
That is very unlikely, Lal Task. Gregory, eager to get underway, will permit no delays. Certainly, his object is to reach what he believes to be Tuanbaca, the mountain wherein our share is said to be hidden, as quickly and secretly as possible.
And Magra, if she fails to attach herself to their party?
Magra will not fail me. She's clever. You have never given her due credit, my friend.
Yet, if she fails?
In that case, she will await us at Bonga, and we shall follow the Gregory party as we have planned, a day or two behind them.
When do you propose to overtake Brian Gregory?
Not until he is close to his destination.
And how are we to learn when that will be?
That will be for you to find out. It will be your duty to keep in touch with Magra if she is with them, or Wolf if she is not.
That will have to be done at night. Brian Gregory will certainly watch his back trail during the day.
As I would if I were in his place. However, we have merely to exercise care in our movements, and he need never know that we are following him. At my suggestion, Wolf will bring up the rear of Gregory's party.
Which should make it less difficult and dangerous to Wolf or Magra.
Dangerous? In what way?
Because Brian Gregory is already suspicious of us. He is resourceful and powerful as a water buffalo. I know. He nearly killed me the other night at the hotel.
And you are not anxious to come to grips with him again, eh? Is that it, eh?
If it happens again, I shall kill him.
You will not kill Brian Gregory, my friend. At least not until the Vasher is in my hands, or until he has found the way into Tuanbaca. You understand?
I shall protect myself against...
Do you understand?
I understand that, Tom.
Meanwhile, a few miles above Bonga, the Gregory safari is making its first camp in the African jungle. The soft, velvety blackness of night has crept out of the forest and settled densely about the thorn boma encircling the encampment of whites and blacks. The chatter of monkeys and the commotion of birds dies away to give place to the wild calls of savage life awakening to the hunt. The Gregory party has gathered about its campfire after supper for a few last moments before turning in for the night.
Jemini, listen to that fella. I bet you he been hungry.
I've heard that lions or any of the big cats won't bother a man unless they are hungry. But when they sing out like that, I'd rather be up a good high tree.
In the Malay jungles, they've seen tigers go up trees.
Oh, good heavens. I didn't know lions and tigers could climb trees. I've never heard of that. Is it a fact, Tarzan?
Well, there are no tigers in Africa, but I have seen Numa reach the lower branches of a small tree.
Numa? What animal is that?
Numa, Mademoiselle Magra, is what the great certain tribe of jungle dwellers call the lion.
The natives call him Simba.
Hey, Jiminy, that fella been close. He sounds like a big one, too.
Is there any danger, Tarzan?
No.
Not if we stay inside the boma. I wouldn't want to be outside that thorn fence and meet Mr. Leo.
You are afraid of Numa, of the lion's wolf, huh?
With a good rifle in my hands and plenty of distance between us, no.
Well, I hope they leave us alone. I'm not at all anxious to meet them, even with a good rifle.
Nor I, my dear. The closest I have ever been to a lion or ever wish to be is on the outside of a good, strong cage with a lion inside.
Yes, Mr. Gregory. Lions are beautiful, but from a distance only.
Yeah, sure. And they won't bother you if you leave them alone.
Look, the natives. They are beginning to dance.
Looks like they're getting ready for a powwow of some kind.
They are merely celebrating the fact that they are employed, Monsieur Gregory.
They'll keep it up all night. That and shrilling Mavembe.
Mavembe?
Native beer, mademoiselle. It is quite the usual thing among native bearers.
And we may be here for 2-3 days, waiting for them to get over the effects of their yak.
Yeah, I'd better put a stop to it before they go too far.
Leave them alone, Wolf. Their celebration won't hold us up.
Yeah, but mein Gott, Tarzan, if they fill themselves up with that stuff, they won't be worth a penny in the morning.
I'll take care of that.
Look at that big black fellow, whirling like a pinwheel.
Be getting out of his way.
The fellow's getting pretty excited.
I see that he is. There is no need of frightening Monsieur Gregory and the ladies.
Keep quiet, nothing. That big boy is going to run amok.
He has picked up a spear and is shaking it at us.
Tarzan, that fellow is coming straight for our fire.
I'm going to plug that boy.
Put that gun away, Wolf. Put that gun away.
But Tarzan.
Lieutenant, you better get the women out of the way.
Put that gun away, Wolf. You two, Larson. Stay where you are, everybody.
But Tarzan, you have no weapon.
Brady, man, take this gun.
Now, put it away and stand back. Darno, take care of the women.
Tarzan's companions stand petrified as the crazed black bearer, brandishing a heavy spear, leaps toward the ape man with a blood-curdling yell.
Hey, he's got the spear away from him.
Look out, Tarzan. He has a knife.
No, and I'm going to shoot him.
No. Leave Tarzan alone. Ah, you see? There goes the knife.
Hey, Jiminy, he's got the fella tied up so he can't do a thing.
Vaya sana. Toto Sensei. Azore sana nadawa. Hosho. Oh, God, he's making that fellow listen to reason.
Jumbo, Makubo Falane.
Vaya son, Wakamba. Baba Menge Makubo.
Hey, what strength.
I would have killed that fellow and had it over with.
And you would have made a mistake, Wolf. Tarzan kills only when it is absolutely necessary. Voila! The black is returning to the natives as quiet as a lamb.
But look, Tarzan. He's swinging into the tree.
Du lieber Himmel, just look at that.
Hey, gee.
Oh, Lieutenant Darno, Dad has fainted and I can't bring him to. Help me, please.
Mais oui. Here, I will hold him. And now my brandy flask in my pocket. A word, a lasso.
Yeah, sure, Lieutenant.
Yeah, Lieutenant Darno.
You two go over and calm down the natives.
Yeah,
sure.
Herr Lieutenant.
What is the matter with your father, Miss Helen? Can I help you?
Oh, it's his heart, Margaret.
Is he subject to these attacks?
Oh, yes, when greatly excited. I meant to tell you this morning back there on the trail, and I told you he wasn't strong. Dad. Oh, it's all right. He's coming out of it now. Oh, Dad. Easy, Dad. Easy now. How is it, Dad? How is it?
Oh, all right, Helen. Foolish of me to drop off like that.
Bien, rest easy, Monsieur Gregory.
But Tarzan, the last I remember, my black rushing at him with a spear. Is he...
Tarzan is all right, Monsieur Gregory. He is not hurt.
Thank God for that. What happened to the native?
Tarzan subdued him with his bare hands. It was the most surprising thing I have ever seen.
Well, where is Tarzan? I don't see him.
Oh, he climbed up into the trees, Dad, and...
Climbed into the trees?
The natives been all right now, Lieutenant, but the yelling got all the animals in the jungle stirred up.
Yeah, and the big fellow is telling him that Tarzan is a jungle god who drove the devil out of it.
I don't understand, Helen. You say Tarzan climbed into the trees?
Yes, Dad, and I've never seen anything like it. He swung into the branches like a monkey.
Well, why? Where is he now?
Do not worry, Monsieur Gregory. Tarzan is all right. You see, at one time in his life, he was forced to live alone in the jungle, and to escape from the wild beasts, he had to take to the trees.
But, Lieutenant Darno, how could anyone learn to climb with such marvelous agility and such unbelievable speed?
Mais alors, vous savez, mademoiselle, the practice makes perfect in anything.
Your brother Brian, Miss Helen, he has been in the jungle a long time, no?
Why, yes. Why do you ask?
I mean, before he vanished last year, had he been in the jungle many times?
Why, yes, many times. Well, you see, as an explorer and scientist, he spent most of the last 10 years in the African jungle.
Has he ever lived in the jungle alone, as the lieutenant tells us Tarzan has?
I know what she means, Helen. You see, Magra, on one of Brian's jungle trips, he became lost from his safari. And as Darno tells us Tarzan was forced to do, Brian had to take to the trees because of the animals.
Mais, Mademoiselle Magra, I understood that you knew Monsieur Gregory's son when he was here last. Did you not know that he had been in Africa before?
He did not tell me. And knew Brian for such a short time before he vanished.
But your father, Mr. Tome, he knew my brother Will, didn't he?
My father... Tome. Oh, yes. Yes, he and your brother were very, very good friends.
Well, a man would have to live in the jungle a long, long time to be able to climb trees like the Tarzan.
By ye, Dutchman, you saw the man do it, didn't you? A fella can't do anything to keep out of a lion's belly.
I heartily agree with you, Larson. With a hungry lion at my heels, I believe I could even do it myself.
Alors, mes amis, we have before us tomorrow a long jungle trek. And I suggest that we go to bed now and get what rest we can. Travel in the jungle is not easy.
What about Tarzan? Out there somewhere, alone? Hadn't we better organize a search party?
Tarzan, Monsieur Gregory, is well qualified to take care of himself. I should not worry about him.
But we couldn't possibly go on without him, Lieutenant. Suppose a lion or some other animal should attack him.
Mademoiselle, when you have seen Tarzan as... But never mind that. He will be here when we are ready to continue tomorrow. Now, I repeat, we should all go to bed.
And I, for one, agree with you, Darno. I admit I'm rather played out.
Lieutenant, are you sure Tarzan can find his way back to camp?
Did not Lord Tennington tell you that Tarzan knows the jungle better than any man living?
Darno's right, Helen. Well, I'm turning in, folks. Good night.
Hey, Yemeni ye. Wait! Look up there in that tree. Get your gun, Wolf. It been a gorilla.
Attendez, wait, mes enfants. Wait a minute. I believe a gorilla, Larson, is a friend of ours.
Huh?
Tarzan!
Coming, Darno!
Great Scott! Is that Tarzan? It can't be. Why, his clothes.
When he comes down into the circle of firelight, you will see that it is Tarzan. He is clothed in his usual jungle attire.
Why, good gracious. A leopard skin.
Oui, mademoiselle, a leopard skin, which he always wears under his outer garments, no matter what they may be.
And look how he comes down out of those trees. I tell you again, a man would have to spend most of his life in the jungle to be able to do that.
With such complete indifference. Look how graceful he is. He's like a Greek god, Miss Helen.
What's the matter with all you people? You act excited about something.
Excited? Hardly the word. Say you're surprised.
And quite naturally, mon ami. When our friends saw you fly into the trees like an arrow from a bow, they were astounded.
Yeah, especially the manner in which you left us. By the way, Mr. Tarzan, what did you do with your clothes? That leopard skin you wear.
Nothing to be surprised at, Wolf. In the jungle, the skin of Sheeta is enough for me. Sheeta is hungry tonight. I went into the trees to see if he is near our camp. Was there any more trouble with the natives, Darno?
No, au contraire, pas du tout. The lesson you gave the big fellow was enough. Wolf says that he is your friend for life.
What that fella needs is a good taste of black snake.
There'll be no whipping of natives, Wolf, while I'm in charge of this safari.
It's the only way to handle them. Put the fellow caught in them with a whip. But you're the boss. Handle them your way. I am going to turn in. Good night.
I started to bed once tonight. Perhaps I can make it this time without interruption. See you all in the morning. Good night.
Good night.
On such a beautiful night, one cannot go to bed.
Listen. What are they? Crickets? Why, there must be millions of them.
Mademoiselle, you will see many, many such nights before you strike civilization again.
And after you've been in the jungle as long as I've been, listening to those fellas out there, you won't think the night's so fine.
Why, Mr. Larson, you can't mean you don't enjoy it.
Larson, Mademoiselle Helene, hears threats in the many-throated voice of the jungle night, which we do not hear at all.
Yeah, sure I do. But I thank Mr. Tarzan he had plenty more than me.
Is that so, Tarzan?
Yes. There are many voices the Tarmangani. Even Larson cannot hear. Listen.
Why, I heard nothing but a general confusion of sound. You mean you can distinguish definite animal voices?
Yes. That is Manu, the monkey. That is Dango, the hyena, the jungle coward. And Darno, he will tell you who that is.
Vrai dear, one of the most intelligent of jungle beasts, Tantor, the elephant.
Right.
And that been a leopard. And he been plenty close.
A leopard? Oh, it sounded more like a human cry, didn't it, Margaret? Oh, I thought she was still here with us.
Oh, she probably went to bed, Tarzan. Magra did not go to her tent. She went around it and started toward the edge of the camp.
Are you sure of that?
Bien sûr. I saw her.
Lieutenant Darno, where is Tarzan going?
After Magra. She went back toward the end of the camp instead of to bed.
But won't our thorn fence keep animals out? She's safe, isn't she?
It been only a temporary boomer, Miss Helen. Any of the cats can jump over it.
And Larson, keep your rifle handy in case the leopard does come over.
Yeah, sure.
Spurred on by the knowledge that Sheeta's cry comes from the direction in which Magra has gone, Tarzan swings lightly into the branches of a nearby tree and with the agile grace of Manu the monkey swarms upward. His sure feet tread a maze of tangled limbs high above the shadowy floor of the jungle. A slight movement on the ground below attracts his attention. Two dim figures meet at the base of the tree in which he momentarily pauses. Then swiftly, the ape-man drops down from the middle terrace to perch silently on a great limb directly above Magra and Wolf.
Accra, don't lie to me. Last night on the boat I was on deck, I saw Larson pick it up and give it to the Frenchman. He read it. Later, I stole it from his pocket.
Yes? And what did this note say?
Only 2 words. Watch Wolf. You wrote that, Magra. Now, how would you like to have me tell Tom?
No, Wolf, not that.
That's better. Oh, now, you be nice to Wolf, huh? He likes you. Play this game my way, or otherwise...
Wolf, my arm! You're hurting me.
With incredible speed, the ape-man drops lightly to the floor of the jungle directly behind Wolf. At the soft thud of bare feet, the German whirls, his hand streaking to the gun at his hip.
Tarzan!
Tarzan, you!
Yes, Wolf.
So, eavesdropping, eh? Well, here is a good cure for that.
Welcome back. Well, what a note to end this week's episodes on. That Wolf ends up trying to shoot Tarzan isn't surprising. As a character, I think that he has what the British used to call ideas above his station. I think that could be heard in his attempts to kind of feel out Larson about joining forces. That wasn't really necessary to serve Atom Tom's goals, but if he's thinking of taking the map for himself, and he's ignored the whole thing about it's not being a treasure, and he really thinks it is a treasure, he could use a little bit of help, until he double crosses the guy, but I don't think Larson was much interested. And that may be part of the reason why Magra has no problem warning Tarzan and the rest of the party about Wolf. Now, as we've heard already, Magra's different than Atom Tom or Lal Tusk, as she's not ready to kill, but she's still operating on Tom's behalf, and for some reason we don't know at this point, she has some loyalty to him. But I think you get the impression that she thinks that Tom made a mistake in hiring Wolf, and that Wolf can't be trusted, and is trying to stop Wolf before he turns on everyone. And honestly, while Wolf is threatening to contact Atom Tom, I think that Magra is far more afraid of Wolf at this point than she is Tom. These episodes, particularly the last one, are a great turning point for bringing us out of the introductory period. And episode 6 really stands as this reveal of Tarzan in his element. And we're no longer in civilization, and Tarzan really is just there fully and completely. And I think if you weren't familiar with the character, it's such a great establishment of who he is and how powerful he is in this jungle context as compared to any other character. It makes Wolf's posturing about leading the expedition ridiculous. It does such a great job in a short time establishing for both Gregories who Tarzan is, and begins to give them just an idea of the scale of what he's going to be able to do. And really, Magra should be getting a clue as well. I'm sure Brian Gregory learned some jungle survival tips from that time he was alone, but it should be clear here that he was no Tarzan. She would have recognized that. Now, Lieutenant Darno made a comment which, taken literally, is weird. And that is that Tarzan wears his leopard skins under his clothes. Now, this could be a metaphor for readiness. And who Tarzan is, that he is always ready to jump into action in the jungle. Because if it were literal, this would be a nightmare. It's not like, you have superheroes, of course. They're known for their skin-tight long johns, which can be often worn under civilian outfits a la Superman. A leopard skin under Western clothes, wouldn't fit right. It would be chafing, hot, and lead to all sorts of hygienic problems. So you can take it as symbolism, or as the writer needing to show Tarzan's change and having a cool idea, but not thinking through all the implications, and the original audience not thinking too hard, particularly since it's just a throwaway line. I don't think it's ever mentioned in any other Tarzan media, so it can probably be ignored. One other thing is that it would have been nice for Mr. Gregory to let them know about the heart condition before they left. Anytime you're going into a situation, you want to give the gods information so they can make provision for a potential problem, particularly in who they might bring on the expedition. At this point, and he didn't even intend to let them know, it's too late now. He may have been afraid that if he had let them know, that they might have tried to keep him in civilization. But at this point, it's possible that Tarzan is going to be dealing with a huge liability that he's not prepared for yet, but I'm sure he'll be up to the challenge. All right, well, now it's time to thank our Patreon supporter of the day, and I want to thank David, Patreon supporter since January 2019, currently supporting the podcast at the first mate level of $7.14 or more per month. Thanks so much for your support, David, and that will do it for today. If you're enjoying the podcast, please follow us using your favorite podcast software, and be sure to rate and review the podcast wherever you download this from. We'll be back next Tuesday with another episode of Tarzan, but join us back here on Saturday for another adaptation of an OSS movie. In the meantime, do send your comments to box13@greatdetectives.net. From Boise, Idaho, this is your host, Adam Graham, signing off.